If you're just getting started in online business, probably one of the things that motivates you more than anything is location independence. When you have an online business, if you set things up right, you can live anywhere you want. And that is why I want to talk in this video about how my wife and I decided in a week to move to Florida and completely upend our entire lives, pack up and move to an entire new state. We did it in 7 days. That included selling a house, leasing a new house, getting our kids ready for the first day of school, saying goodbye to friends, everything in between. And in this video, I'm gonna rock through exactly what that process looked like, because so much of the flexibility in this situation has to do with the way my business is set up. So I'm gonna talk about the move, how it intersects with my own business. And I think in this video, you are going to be, number one, inspired. If this is something you want to do where you can live anywhere and have a business that supports that kind of lifestyle, this video will hopefully be inspirational. And two, it'll actually be informative of just how simple this can be if you just decide to do it and you go live where you want to live. If you don't know who I am, my name's Lane. I love to help digital entrepreneurs start and grow online businesses that generate life-changing passive income. So if you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, follow me, all those kind of things, and check out my free guide just for you. If you want to get started making money online, you don't know where to start, the best thing you can do is go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. This is my free, super simple guide to your first $500 online. You can check it out for free at lanesebring.com/supersimple. That's my gift to you. All right, so let's dive into it. We have wanted to move to Florida for a couple of years. We have been coming to 30A Santa Rosa Beach for the last 4 years. And a couple years ago, when I went full-time in my online business, we started kind of having these conversations like, well, why do we live in a mountain town, Knoxville, Tennessee, East Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains? Why do we live in a mountain town if we're beach people? That's kind of the conversations that we started having. And so we started thinking about, is it even possible for us to move? Can we afford to live in Florida? What are the differences? How close to the beach do we want to live? What does the real estate look like? So these are the things that we were talking about, the conversations that we were having for really the last year or two. About a year ago, we decided fully that this move was coming. We just didn't know how soon it was going to be. We just were like, yeah, let's go ahead and get a real estate agent. Let's go ahead and start looking at properties. So we'd made a couple trips looking at properties, going back to Tennessee, bearing another winter, bearing another, here's the thing, when it turns to fall and everybody gets excited about the leaves turning color, and I will say it is beautiful there in Tennessee when the leaves change color, but when people get excited about that, when they go outside and they can smell the fall, the days get shorter, it gets colder, most people get excited. Pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. Me, I get depressed, like so depressed, because I have a little bit of seasonal affective disorder. It's undiagnosed, it's just my own diagnosis, but winter, like 4, 5, 6 months of just gray winter is very, very hard for me. So we always knew we wanted to live where the sun shines a lot and where there are beaches and palm trees and this tropical feel that we now have. But we didn't know how soon it was gonna be. We came down here in July and we were talking to each other about how amazing the vacation was, how much fun we had had. And my wife says to me, what if we just rented at first? There's a lot of pressure to go find the right house and buy it, and there's just a lot that goes into that. But if we rented, we could speed this up a little bit. So we went home that night, we laid in bed, we thought about it, we contacted our real estate agent, and we just said, we're thinking about renting. And he said, actually, I just helped a friend of mine close on a house that he's gonna rent out. So we looked at the house and we were like, wow, this looks pretty good. So we were like, let's sleep on it. And if we wake up tomorrow and we feel the same way, then let's do it. So we woke up the next day and I'm like, hey, I'm still feeling this is kind of a good idea. And she's like, I'm feeling that way too. So we contacted the owner of that rental house and we said, hey, we are interested in leasing your house. Is it available? What are the terms? And so we talked to him. We really liked the terms. He sends us a lease. When we got off the phone with him, we contacted our agent in Tennessee and we said, how fast can you list our house? And he said, we can have it ready in 3 days, just get it ready for pictures. And so this was a Monday morning. We leased a house in Florida and we started the process of listing our house in Tennessee. Immediately, we had to go get boxes. I went and got boxes. We started packing. We had to pack the whole house up to get it show ready for the listing. And at the same time, we were packing the house up to move to Tennessee. This was August 1st and the kids started school here on August 10th. And so we started having these conversations like, okay, we gotta get there by at least the 8th so we can get them here, get everything they need to get started in school in Florida and get going by August 10th. So we started on Monday, packing up boxes. The house listing went up on Thursday. We had showings that day. It was under contract by Friday. We said goodbye to a bunch of friends. We had a little get together, said goodbye to some friends. During this time, we had to turn on all the utilities and stuff we're gonna need at this house, and at the same time, organize the sell and the transfer of that house to the next buyer. All of this stuff was happening, and we had to get packed, and we had to have movers help us, friends on that side, movers on this side. And by Sunday, August 7th, we were heading to Tennessee. We literally packed up our entire lives in 7 days. And from the 1st of August to the 7th, we sold a house, leased a house, and we're on our way to Florida. We got here late Sunday night, early Monday morning, August 8th. And now we live in paradise. We live in Santa Rosa Beach, and it's amazing. And this is where we've always wanted to live, and we made it happen inside of a week. So why do I tell you this story? One, it's just a fun story. There's a lot of cool things that happened. God really put some things together, opened up some doors, and it's really kind of cool to see how all this came about. Two, I just want to talk about the fact that my business allows this kind of lifestyle. Every bit of what I do exists online. So at Preachy Donkey, I'm helping preachers communicate better. And I do that through YouTube, podcasts, online courses. I used to have a membership site there. I do sermon evals. All of that's done online, and all of that continues to exist. This brand, my personal brand, where I help people start and grow online businesses that make life-changing passive income, all of this continues to exist, where I'm helping people get set up on Kajabi, get going with their online business. I'm coaching people through my insiders group. I've got a course that I'm building. All of that stuff is happening, and it can happen here in Santa Rosa Beach just as easily as it can happen in Knoxville, Tennessee, but it's a lot more fun for us because this is where we want to be. So here's my question. If you haven't started an online business yet, think about this possibility. Just kind of think about two years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, when you've been working on your online business, and somewhere along the way, your online business, between the courses, the affiliate marketing that you do, maybe the ad revenue from YouTube, maybe the sponsorships that you do, somewhere along the way, 2 years in, 3 years in, you start to realize that your online business is making you more money than your day job. So at some point you kind of quit your day job because you no longer need it. That's what I did 2 years ago. I left my day job to do this full time. And then somewhere along the way, it's not just making more than your day job, it's making a lot more, because that's the nature of an online business. It can scale very quickly and very drastically. And so all of a sudden you look at it and you're going, I'm actually making substantially more than I ever was in my job, and maybe substantially more than I ever thought I would. And then you start saying, where do I actually want to live? For us, it was the beach. Maybe for you, it's the mountains. Maybe for you, it's some other country. Maybe you want to live where your family is and you just haven't been able to. Or maybe you live in your hometown that you've always lived in. You just want to live somewhere else, but you want to make it easy on yourself and not a financial burden. An online business can do all that. So if you are in the trenches of your online business and you're trying to grow an audience, you're trying to build an audience, you're trying to get something happening, I hope this inspires you, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel if you just keep going. And if you haven't started an online business yet, what are you doing? Start an online business. I can show you exactly how to do it. Go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. I'll walk you through exactly the steps to take to start your online business based on your skills, your experience, your expertise, and your knowledge that you can have as a profitable way to make money on the side. That's life-changing, passive, and location independent. I can't wait to see what you do. Come back next time. This is my channel. Check out this video right here. It's an awesome video. You need to watch it right there. Check that out. I'll see you in that video.